Have you ever been tricked by a fake profile? Somebody on a dating app that isn't really who they are? I am Jacqueline, founder and creator of Discover Love Matches. And recently on social media, one of my friends commented about having this really neat connection with someone she met online, really wonderful conversations, communications, all of that, feeling special, feeling validated, feeling appreciated, to then realize that the person wasn't who they said they were. And that was extremely upsetting because she made herself vulnerable. And then I piped on and made some comments on her post and was talking about ways to check that somebody's real and then to see everybody else's comments. It got me really thinking and reminding me why I do what I do. As a professional matchmaker, I pre screen for my clients. This is why my role is so incredibly important and absolutely necessary for people to just have that sense of safety and security that they're actually communicating with a real person. Something that I think a lot about is how much the non-real people, the fake people, the manipulators, the scammers, the catfishers, they're not really thinking about you, thinking about your emotions, thinking about what you've done to invest emotionally into this. And as a matchmaker, I do. That's my whole point, is to really know you, discover you, be there, walk with you through the whole journey. And it's already hard enough to be vulnerable to love. It's hard enough to say, whew, I'd like to get to know you. Hi, good morning, good night. When do you want to get together? Oh, that was a great first kiss. That was wonderful. Getting to have a chance to spend time with you. That's tough. That's already hard. But to start it out with not knowing if somebody's real, if somebody's being honest, if the picture's even the real person. I remember years and years and years ago when I first started my business, I met this gentleman and he was telling me the reason he was hiring me as his matchmaker was because he had been in a situation where he started chatting with a gal online to later find out it was this woman's daughter's pictures that she had posted, not her pictures, which of course there's everything wrong with putting someone else's pictures, let alone your own child's pictures. But also, it just comes down to plain basic, you got to love who you are in order to attract a healthy relationship. And if you have to do those things and manipulate yourself to be something that you don't even know if that person wants, they might have wanted to get to know the mother, but he wasn't given that opportunity. Now, this is at least a real person being completely disgusting and inappropriate, but there's also a lot of very fake profiles up there. People can steal images anytime. So one of the big things I always say to clients is to right click an image. Then it will say, if you would like to do a Google image search, look to see if that image is anywhere else on the internet. It will help for you to be able to see that it could be someone from another country, could be a stolen picture. There are, of course, other websites that people do checking. We don't want to become such a paranoid society, but I also think it's important to make sure that if there's any inkling, even just a thought in your mind that somebody might not be real, take the time to do a little due diligence. I really think we have to stop and pause to remember that it's a big world, the World Wide Web, and we are opening ourselves up to so many possibilities. And this is a chance for you just to be a little cautious, be a little bit careful. And as flattering it is to have a hot girl and a handsome dude check you out, you got to kind of read between the lines, see where they're coming from, seeing what they're saying, and not just responding because it's what you want. Now, something I have definitely found, manipulative people are really good at manipulating people. So that means that when somebody is on the focus to get you to believe something else, they will tell you everything you want to hear and be spoken to you. So what you have to kind of step back is if it's too good to be true, it just might be. Also, you need to let that be an opportunity to say, okay, what else can I do to be a little more careful and more cautious? Now, in my agency, I actually talk with every single person or member of my staff does before we approve them into the agency. We make sure that they are who they are. Now, we don't do a full background check, but we do get to a chance to talk with them, interact, engage with them, because the truth is, I could tell you if you were on a dating app and they did that, there would only probably be about 20% of those people allowed to be on the site, because most people don't want to be forthcoming. They don't want to show up. And that's a big reason why Discover Love Matches is so great, because we have hoops, we have obstacles. And if you're not willing to show up and participate in that, that's okay, because we'd rather you not be on our site. And this is also the same thing I do when people want to, sign up, they want to ask me questions, but yet they don't reply or they don't answer the phone when I call. They're not the people I want my clients to meet, because they're not going to be respectful in communication. So there are different layers of fake. There is the fake stolen profile. There is the person in another country that really isn't. There is a man pretending to be a woman, which that has happened many a times, of the woman pretending to be a man. And I have absolutely had multiple clients impacted by these dishonest people that hurt their heart and sometimes their pocketbook. But there is also the dishonesty of a person who really isn't looking for love. They're just looking for attention, ego stroke, distraction. And that is what's really sad. When I go through my list of members, I am just oohing and ahhing, because I know these are good people, real people, genuine people, and they don't pull any behavior that is inappropriate because they know they be next, all gone. And amazingly, in 11 years of doing this amazing matchmaking, there has never been a time that a client has gone on a date that later said, oof, that person wasn't who they said they were. That person didn't look anything like themselves. That person wasn't good. Everybody has met and said this was a good person. Maybe it wasn't a chemistry match or sparks flying all over the place, but no one has ever said there was anything fake or dishonest about the individual they met. And that's where I sometimes forget, outside of my Discover Love Matches bubble, that's what's going on. But in our bubble, there's only cool people, only awesome people. So I just want you to know, I feel your pain. I have clients that can feel your pain. If you have ever been scammed or misled by someone on a dating app, just do a little more due diligence, or hey, come join our agency and we'll do some screening for you, because I don't want you to give up on love. I want you to believe in it, because there's really great people with beautiful hearts, honest souls, genuine desires to meet and connect. So comment below if you have ever been tricked, manipulated, scammed, or led in another direction because of a fake profile, fake person, or fake images. And we're going to keep this conversation going.